Hello, it's Jim from the Early Birds. Welcome to our Friday Hangout, Friday Zoom. Normally, we'd do on a Friday for the Early Birds team build, we'd do a mixture of things, but we've got, unless you've been hiding under a rock, we'll have a new social media site on the block called Webtalk. So what we're going to do for the next, I'll quickly share my screen, get rid of my face, and I'll just, if I can get a thumbs up, am I sharing? Smashing. Okay, so I will start with this. What we're going to do for at least the next 5 weeks, we're going to dedicate our Friday Zoom as a catch up because this web talk is going to explode. It's literally gone, I think, in the last 2 weeks to 200,000. It's just absolutely enormous. Today we're going to just go through what we know in the Early Birds and what we think about Webtalk and why you should be joining it. It appeals for a number of reasons, but I'll just go through this. The schedule for our weekly Webtalk catch-up, shall we say. What we'll do is we'll cover any questions, we'll do any help over the week. If we've got any help questions, we'll try and answer, on Zoom. Do a presentation, any updates, what's going on in there, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot of updates. This is just like page 1 of a book, where we're at. So this is the schedule. Today we've got 11 p.m. This is Central European time, Brussels time. Work it out. I think Zoom actually tells you your time zone when you get the email. So the next week, same time, 11 p.m. Normally, if you're watching this as a recording, as a replay, below the video, you'll see 2 links. A registration link for the next week's Zoom and a registration link for Webtalk. Now, it might not be Jim's link. In Early Birds, it's not just about the team leaders, getting the sign-ups. Our members will copy this video and post it on their social media sites and what have you, wherever they're recruiting to get people into the Webtalk platform. So when you click register, if it doesn't say Jim Watts, don't panic. You can connect with Jim, in Webtalk. It'll be one of our members. So don't I had a couple of people already contact me saying it wasn't your referral. But that's not how we roll in the Early Birds. Once you've registered for one of the one of the webinars, you don't have to re-register. So, example, if you're watching the webinar, if you're registered for the 7th of September, next week, an hour before the Zoom, you'll get an email. Every week, you'll get an email. You don't have to re-register. You only click the register link if you haven't already registered. Okay, so I just wanted to go over that. And I have to point out, this is not an official Webtalk webinar or everything on here it's an Early Birds team build weekly Zoom meeting on what we know. So don't go, if I say something or somebody says something on this webinar or any other webinar from the Early Birds, don't go running back to the admin from Webtalk saying, he said this and this is unofficial. We have to stress that. We don't want anybody confusing the Early Birds team build. We're just members the same as everybody else. But we're always like to help our members and present as a team what we know and help each other. So I'll go over to Webtalk and I'll start with. So I'll just give a thumbs up if I'm sharing my Webtalk page. Smashing. So what is Webtalk? Oh, that's like how long is a piece of string? Because I've been shooting videos all week. Somebody presented me this, one of our Early Birds team members, I think 3 weeks ago, and I don't think I've stopped. I haven't stopped since. It's just so exciting because, and I'm going to give you my reasons, my vision on why I like it so much and why I think it's going to explode. So first, I have a bunch of questions, but one of the biggest pluses of this social media site, and most of us who's watching this presentation now, are internet marketers. But we also have family, we also have friends, and as the normal, the number one social media at the minute, it's very, very difficult to separate your friends from your family. I've got a son and a daughter. I had to take them off my Facebook profile because they were getting, friends of friends. They weren't interested in internet marketing. And with this platform, this is the first thing what came to, bounce straight into my face. With this platform, when you're adding your contacts, you can manage your contacts. You can put you can put your friend, your friends who's nothing to do with internet marketing in one section. You can put your family in another section. You can put the early birds team build in another section, and so on and so on. So that you've got flexibility in here. So when you're making a post, just an example, I make a post for the early birds, send it to the early birds section of my contacts. I don't send it to my son or my daughter. That's just like, the tip of the iceberg of contact management. I don't want to go through the whole scenario. I'm going to show you in this webinar where we've put the information for our team build. And anybody who's watching this video is welcome to look at it. But again, it's not an official page. They're not official pages for Webtalk. This is just the early birds, help pages, should I say. So that was number one. Absolutely number one was the flexibility of your contacts. And you've got different niches for internet marketing and what have you. It's literally it's a breath of fresh air. It really is. 4 weeks ago, I was like, oh God, am I going to jail again? How many of us sat here who's watching this have been in jail or frightened to post? Or do a contact see? I think I've got nearly 5,000 contacts on one of my social media sites. Do they even see what I'm posting? And I was so sick of it. And this popped up, and it was like, oh, thank you. Somebody's looking after, somebody's looking after us as a team. The early birds. Most of our full-time internet marketers. And it was like, it's fighting, I was getting depressed on it, fighting the social media sites to earn a living. And I'm spending money on these social media sites daily, and I'm still fighting with them. So this was like, like I said, a breath of fresh air for me. So the second obviously as an internet marketer, the second big alarm bell was first, internet marketer friendly site. And it's not all about internet marketing, because Webtalk, I can have one account instead of having multiple pages. I can have one account and communicate with my friends, my family, my business colleagues. It's absolutely it's spot on, and you're not frightened to post. That's going to be it. That's why I think this is going to explode, because it's the flexibility of it. I think this is what we're seeing now. Is just the tip of the iceberg. A lot of questions I get now for at the minute for the early birds. Now the things that I'm going to show you here, you'll see. Like I said, if you don't join via Jim's link, register from Jim's link, no problem. Just search Jim Watson Webtalk Connect, and you'll see on my profile everything I'm talking about now. I'll stick on my profile in Webtalk. That's the only place you need to go. So if we're doing a job right, you should be watching this on other social media sites, and it's not really where showing, begging you to come over. You're going to tell us why you shouldn't come over, because it's a no-brainer. It's absolutely no-brainer. So I had everything in my head, and I've just I'm going for a blank here. So Webtalk, the information. It's like everything else. When a new program pops up, and this is not a new program, and I keep telling all of our members, this is not the standard new program pops up and everyone's jumping around like lunatics. This is not like a script where somebody's just gone off and bought a script and gone in for the kill. These guys, I've done my research for them. They've spent a lot of time, a lot of finances developing this. This is the real deal. It is the real deal, and I try not to hype it up and go for it. But this is something where, if you're watching this within the next 2 weeks at least, you're never going to have an opportunity like this ever again. You won't. I stress that in some of my videos, what I've already recorded. This is like I said, in 6 months, you're going to be kicking yourself if you don't get into action. As an internet marketer, I'm speaking for the team early birds here. If you don't put your house in order on here and get started now, you're going to regret this. You're going to be kicking yourself in 6 months' time. I'm sure of it. Absolutely sure. And we're not even, nobody spent a cent on this, and there are 200,000 in 2 weeks. I predict that there's going to be within another 2 weeks, maybe 3 tops, easily 1 million, and that's when it's going to get interesting. So, for the information for the if you're joining Webtalk, the first thing to do is remember. I would look at, you're going to see this guy RJ is the CEO founder of Webtalk. What I would suggest is go over to his profile, and before if we've all been there, someone joins, you get bombarded with questions. They don't even look for the answers. It's a fact of life on internet marketing. You place this video, and halfway through the video, you're going to get questions. How do I do this? They haven't even watched the whole video. So the first thing you've got to do for the, like I say, I'll speak for the team EB. Go over to this guy's profile and look at the information that he's posted. There's just an example. I've reposted that on my profile page, and it answers a lot of questions. My keyboard was going crackers yesterday. So we'll just go. I wanted to go through this post, and it answers a lot of questions that I'm already getting, and I'm sure these guys must be getting. If I'm getting a lot, these must be overflowing with support, and it's not really that necessary because the answers are there. So at the minute, it's a public beta, which means they're testing the software. We've all been there. We've all been in these kind of situations. It's like I said, this is just like page 1 of a book. There's so much to come in this thing. If you spend a couple hours just researching this, you'll have all the answers. So what the purpose now is to find and eliminate the bugs. Okay, there's a couple of bugs, and again, I have questions myself about the email and the CSV files. The answer's there. They know about it. They're working on it. And then just read through that post. I won't even go through on this Zoom every single thing on here, but it'll tell you what they're busy with. And take notice of this. This is again TVB. Do not come. Just read these and take notice. Don't spam other news feed. Just look after your own news feed. People will connect and they'll see what you have to offer. You don't have to go around and spam posts. There was one. I won't name the name. There was one of our team EB was busy with that, and I told them stop what you're doing, because that's not how we play. You don't go around spamming people. It's not necessary. One of the main things, we'll go through that in a little bit. One of the main things, qualify the first 1 million people. And again, I didn't really want to go over to the finance side until the end of this presentation, but it's important. The first 1 million people have got such an opportunity. And again, it's an opportunity. It's not a guarantee. The potential income. If you play the cards, if you play the game and do what you're supposed to do, and again, I made a video yesterday, I loaded it in the Early Birds Media Center. There's members of Early Birds Team Build haven't completed the process to be qualified to be one of the first 1 million. And again, I'm trying to not fast forward here, but you've got to have your house in order. The Early Birds Media Center, I'll just quickly nip over there because I don't want to go. This video here, Team EB, important. Get your house in order. Doesn't matter if you're not a Team EB member, just watch that video. And it'll explain why you've got to have your house in order. And it's some simple things like connect with 10 people, have a Facebook there, a Webtalk profile picture. if you don't load a picture, you're not going to be qualified with, in those first million people. So it's very, very important. I would suggest watch that video, grab a cup of coffee, and make sure, our team members, we've been active for, I think, nearly 2 years. And I would hate for anybody in our team to miss out for the simple thing of not putting a photograph, a profile picture or something daft like that. We don't want anybody missing out of this opportunity. And we'll go again. What I would suggest is this again is a reference. This media center page is a reference. It's not an official Webtalk page. It's a Jim's page. We've grabbed some videos from Meet the Team, so you can come over here, and everything's sort of centralized for our early birds team. But again, anybody's welcome to go over there and have a look at the videos. Webtalk, you can meet the crew. Little video about Webtalk over there. The product. This is a smashing video to watch, and it again explains about the contact management and what have you. And then the number one question I'm getting is the comp plan. How much money can I make? Blah blah blah. There's the video from what we borrowed, shall we say, from Webtalk, and it shows you a little bit of information and the opportunity of the compensation. And it's not the whole story, but it's just, if you watch that, you'll not sleep tonight. If you've got your positive head on, watch that. You will not sleep tonight, I promise you. So there's again, you can get the link to the media center from my Webtalk profile. Again, even if you're not sending a button to me, just send the contact request. Have a look, and you'll find it. If I just scroll down, you'll find it there. Quick reference. Click that link, and it'll take you straight over to our front page, Early Birds Media site. And again, it's not an official site. It's just the Early Birds version. I just want to, I know I keep saying that, but I just want to stress it. While I'm on my page, just for the Early Birds team, yesterday I did a paid ad, a paid video ad. I put this video up on Facebook. Now, I wouldn't suggest this to the Early Birds yet, to do paid ads. I just wanted to set up a paid ad with Facebook. I send it over to my pixel list. I put a very small amount, $10 over 7 days, and it was basically just to get that ad approved for later on down the line. So I'll keep you posted next week what the results of that is. It started yesterday. That was a screenshot from yesterday. It was already 460 people reached. It's just very small budget, but it was just, I explained today to somebody, I wouldn't suggest you go and doing that. You can if you want, but it was basically to get the ad approved, and then as things progress in Webtalk and I'm ready to ramp it up, I can just literally drop some extra money in that advert and it's already approved. I don't have to wait around, and I don't have to worry. Now it's approved, I can just add to the budget. So I just wanted to cover that. And there was the other thing. This is all on Jim's profile. 30-day challenge. That starts on Monday. And again, some of our team build members, I made a video, I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. It was 3 or 4 members. Oh, I've got no emails. What do I do? I've been screaming for 18 months, build your email list. So the campaign we're going to start on Monday for the next 30 days is, to recruit some emails to get qualified. This is very important. This is my goal now. My mission is to get our team qualified. And again, Early Birds Media Center, if you watch that video, getting your house in order, it explains what you need to do to get qualified. And if you've got any problems, give us a shout. So I just wanted to cover that one. Again, you'll get all of that information from Jim Watts on Webtalk. So I'm just looking at my notes. So a few questions that I've wrote down what I know I can answer, because I don't want to answer questions that I don't know the answer myself. I'm not going to guess the answer. I have noticed I've got a lot of questions, I'll be honest, and I've noted them, and I'll be making a list, and I'll forward those questions, and I want the answers from the horse's mouth, should I say. So I don't want intentionally to give inaccurate information. So first question I had was how to add contacts. One of the qualifications on Webtalk was how to add, invite contacts. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. If you just, once you've logged into your back office Webtalk with your profile, top right hand corner, if you just scroll, click the three little lines there, the menu button, and then just go to invite contacts. Now, again, some people will be rolling their eyes and saying, well, that's easy. If you don't know, nobody shows you. Don't worry, there's no daft questions. The easiest way to manually, to manually invite is just click that little envelope. And again, we've got a video on this in the media center page. Pop in the email address, invite the contact. Bang, you're done. You can add multiple, add more. I tend to do like 50 or 60 at a time. I've got thousands to do that, but I don't want to overload myself because I get a lot of questions when I send emails. Once you've added them all in, if they're already in Webtalk, whether you've invited them or somebody else, it'll pop up already a member. Just delete them. You cannot invite them twice. Somebody's either beat you to it or you might have invited them already. Once you've filled in your email addresses, and again, don't just grab spam emails. These are emails of people in your contact list. You don't go around spamming. You don't go off. Don't get excited. Invite the people you know who've signed up under your list, or they're in your contacts from another social media site, for example. Don't just randomly go out because that's going to land you in hot water. I don't want anyone getting into trouble, early bird members. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. The next one was, how do I see my stats? I posted my stats, and again, I'm just warming up. The menu bar, there's two ways you can do it. The menu bar, track referrals over here, or the drop-down menu on the top left, your referral links. If you just click that one, you'll see you've got your referral links over here, and then you've got your stats. Obviously, these are the people I've invited, direct. And this, again, there's the power of the compensation plan for the first million is just mind-blowing. The numbers are going to explode. But basically, my priority is the directs, my directs. All those are going to look after themselves. That's, if I do my job properly and you all do your job properly in the early birds, it's duplication. Those people are your priority. Whoever's joined you as a direct, they're the people you want to be helping, giving you 100% attention to her. Because if you do that properly, and if I do my job properly, those people will then go out and do exactly the same. These numbers will just look after themselves. I had a lot of people saying, well, I've only got this and I've only got that. Just don't worry about these. This will just go berserk. Worry about these. And I'm not going to press that because everyone else will see who's the details, private details. But just press that link and it'll show you all your directs. And then you contact your directs, connect with them. Do you need any help? Everything okay? Just be sociable. And they're going to follow your example. I do this for a living, so as far as the team at EB is concerned, listen to what I'm saying. Those are your priorities. Okay, and again, once you've watched the compensation plans for the first million qualified, and that's the important bit, qualified. You go and just join this, stick a picture of Mickey Mouse, and then just sit there and stare at the screen because you're going to lose an opportunity. You've got to give this for the next 30, 60 days, 100% attention. Now, I'm going to stop. I think I'm going to stop sharing for a second. And if you just look at that total, and I'm just warming up. I have no worries at all about that. That's going to be in thousands and thousands and thousands in a few weeks. no problem at all. But I just want to show you the power of this system. So I'll stop sharing, and I'm going to hand it over. Where's Steph? I'm going to unmute Steph. Now, Steph, can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Now, Steph is actually not even made direct. Steph, I just want, well, Steph's sharing our screen. Steph joined under one of May Directs.
I joined under Jonathan.
Jonathan, I think Jonathan joined under me. That's right, yes. So look at Steph's stats for her 5 levels. She joined 2 levels below Jim. And that's, it's literally the level, the level 5, you know, the total for the 5 levels. And it's like a snowball. As it snowballs going down the hill, it's going out of control. And this is why, you know, down 200,000 within 2 weeks. Do you think it's going to take another 2 weeks to get to 400,000? Not a chance.
Well, I'm going to refresh this.
Go on, give it a refresh, because.
And my goal is 2,000 by Sunday night.
That'll be easy. But this is just an example.
It's gone up by another 2.
Right. Of the snowball effect. Network marketing is very, very powerful if it's done right. And you can see the personal sign-up is pretty much the same as Jim's. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. Like, I think it's Forrest Gump used to say, you never know what you're going to get. It's like life's like a box of chocolates. Steph is going to explode. So you don't have to, again, Steph has to look after her direct personal, help them as much as she can, and then the rest just follows through it.
And let me just say, if I can do it, anyone can.
No, don't put yourself down, Steph. No.
I do a lot of work on this and other stuff, and I've never had that many directs come in before.
Well, you'll have a heart attack in a couple of weeks, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, well, that shows you the power of Webtalk.
Oh, for sure, it's absolute. But again, we've all been in. Can you just stop sharing for a sec?
Yeah.
We've all been in these programs. In history, we've all had founder positions, and everyone's gone crazy, and then 2 weeks later, the programs just disappeared. That's not going to happen here. This is not, like I said, a script off the shelf. This is the real deal. This is something we've all been looking for, and we've had as marketers, we've had conversation after conversation. I'm sick of this one, sending us to jail and blah blah blah. This is like 4 weeks ago, I was ready to say by Christmas I'm going to wrap it in. As far as the method of my income stream. So I'm going to share my screen again. I think I'm going to. So I should be sharing my screen. Can I get a thumbs up? Yep, perfect, smashing. So that just gives you an idea the power of 5 levels of income. And again, if you watch the video, I won't go into the compensation. That's not all about the compensation plan here. This is about a number of things. What's coming, what's there already. But you can see the difference. It's just going to explode. And again, I don't worry about that. I know where that's going. I had a discussion today with a programmer. It's a very good friend of mine. I've known him for years. And to be honest, I didn't show him Webtalk because programmers are very strange people. They're speak another language. They don't speak the same language as me and you. If I show, just an example, if I show Ian this website, we'll look at this website and we'll say, oh, that's good, that's good. Programmers just think on a different zone. And I spoke to him today on Skype, and I said, have you had? I was frightened to even mention it there because the first thing they do is they start pulling the programs to bits. That code's not good. This is not good. It's like they look at things completely different. I don't know what they're looking at, what they say out of their eyes. But straight away, within 5 minutes, he came back to us, and I was thinking, oh, here we go. We're going to have the programmers, they're like bitches. The claws come out. And everything he said he was over the moon, and he joined me as a director there. I'm not going to say his name, and I'm not going to. It's not about name dropping or anything like that. That's why I know I don't have to worry about that. I've got me will. Like I said, my goal is to help these people. That look after itself. And the same for Jonathan or Warren or Ian or Steph or Tony or whoever. Cannot stress it enough. That's important, yes, but that's more important. Duplication. It's 100%. So what was the other question? How to invite? Yeah, I think I've covered that one. If you just go to your menu, invite contacts. Again, you can invite from there, or you track your URL, so you can use this one or this one. I think it's pretty straightforward, but I just wanted to how to make money. That was when to make money and when does it start. So I'm going to flip back to my profile page, and again read this later on down the road. You'll find this post on my newsfeed. You'll find it all over. I've seen it, people sharing it all over the place. How to make money. Again, early birds, social media. Watch the comp plan. I'm not going to sit here and waste, bore everyone about. Well, not bore, because you'll not. Once you've watched that particular video, you'll not sleep. If you haven't already been into Webtalk and seen this video, most important videos are meet the team, look at the product, and look at the comp plan. When you've done those three, watch that. Get your house in order, and that'll tell you exactly what you need to do to get yourself qualified, because it's no good having 85% qualified, because when that 1,000,001 qualified user, you've lost those 5 levels. Still make a good income on level 1, but the 5-level commission structure, it's just something you'll never see. And today, another positive thing about Webtalk, today I went over to Webtalk when I was arranging the Zoom. I'd actually made a design on the front page for the Zoom, and I went over there and I contacted them on their Facebook page. Again, I just wanted to mention that they have a Facebook profile page, Webtalk. If you can't find it, just pop in Webtalk in the search, and you'll get it. And again, that's another source of information, videos and whatever. But today I went over there, sent them a message. Is this image okay? And I got a reply, friendly reply. I didn't get sent to jail, which would normally happen. They said, that image is not one of ours. Maybe you want to change it because it's copyrighted for something else. Thank you for your help. That was the response I got from Webtalk. And now that is again, a breath of fresh air. As an internet marketer, we've all been in these situations. Do you think any other social media site will come over and actually reply to you and give you some advice instead of just sending you to jail? You've broke our terms and conditions. You're blocked. That's what normally happens. So that's the positive side of it. I was over the moon, But again, how to make money. Just repeat that. Watch the comp plan. And then the next one is, when does the affiliate program start? I've had that question. If I had $1 already for every time I had that question, I think I'd be sitting in the Bahamas already. Again, refer to this post and just give that a read. This is a better test. Everything what's going on in since I think 3 weeks I've been in it. And I the first week I didn't give it me 100% attention, if I'm really be truthful. And it wasn't until, we're all busy with lots of different projects. And once I sat there and read it, done my homework, I thought, oh God, what have I done? I've just lost a week's progress. But when it's right, when it's good, that's when they'll start with the affiliate program. I cannot answer that question, but I'm sure, reading again the posts, I'll just quickly go over to RJ's wall. because I seen there was another post. And again, this is a good information source. If you want to know something, go over to the founder CEO's wall, click his newsfeed, and that was the post. And again, everything what's happening now is the power of positivity and marketing, referral and sharing things, because their ad campaign, I'm pretty sure, hasn't even started. This is going to go in the millions. And I'm trying to keep myself down, as an excitement level, but the growth there, 200,000, 100% growth in 2 weeks. The snowball gets bigger and bigger. We all know what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain that. But if you just give this again, that one there, the product demo, it's the same video what I've got on Early Birds Media Center. Watch that. Watch it twice. Watch it 3 times. But once the penny drops there, you're just going to go, oh, this is like the mothership. I'm telling you, I kind of get more excited. But when does it start? Is when it's right. And the more activity what's going on, it's literally daft questions to support isn't going to help anybody. So if you've got a question, first have a look for the answer, and you'll find most of the answers there. Early Birds Media Center, you'll find, we'll add videos, how-to videos. Steph's actually done a couple of good ones as well. How to invent your contacts. So I have 24 hours in a day, the same as everybody else. I get messages coming all over the place. So don't be offended if you say, how do I do this? And I just reply back with a URL to a video. I could be on a Zoom call or what have you, but the answers you'll find, as we find the answers, you'll find the answers mostly on this site. Again, about the revenue, there's a couple of good things, but you can always go to the Early Birds Team Build, which is on Facebook. We'll have a Facebook group over there, but I'll be truthful, as Webtalk develops, I think we'll not be relying, our main station will be on Webtalk, because what's coming, the business pages and everything else, we will be moving, our main station. We're not leaving Facebook, and we're not leaving Twitter, and we're not leaving, it's part of the network, but I think our main station will be moving from Facebook over to Webtalk. That's our, choice as a team. But we'll have information over here as well. As you say, it's an active group. It's quality, not quantity. But again, if you do join the Early Birds, it's not a group where you just post all different opportunities. It's literally a community group about the Early Birds Team Build. If you do it once or twice, we'll just give you a heads up. If you keep doing it, we'll kick you out. It's not a Facebook group where you just go in there and post. It's not. You'll find a link there. So we'll try to keep everything in house, but we want to stay on the right tracks. Again, when does the affiliate program start? I'm going to charge everyone in our team $1 every time that asks me that question, because I don't know. It's literally, I think I've got my point across there. I don't know. I think, well, I'm just seeing that somebody's just popped in there. So as far as the schedule, what do I want to cover? Yeah, the Early Birds Team Build. Again, you can get to that over here. We've got the link for the media center over there, and then the 30-day challenge. I finished that yesterday. I was literally shooting videos all day yesterday. That starts on Monday. And again, it was designed really for our Early Birds Team Build members who have shorter emails. It's a good system to collect emails and cross-promote Webtalk, but watch those videos first, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't skip them as a member. If you've never been there, you'll see what we're up to. I'm not pushing. Hits Monkey. I just wanted to give that. Again, some people watching this video won't know. This is one of the projects of our team build, and I like to on the Zooms just refresh that. I'll probably be logged out normally. Look, I know, man. So that's our team building network for the early birds. That's May Direct 753. 6 levels deep, same sort of scenario network, different levels. We're on 8,629, so it's checking me figures. It's going up steadily.
That's just gone up one when you refreshed.
Had it? All right, sorry. I've been trying to keep an eye on the numbers there, but so that's going up steady. That's part of our 30-day team plan for next Monday, and. But there's another example. This is just our early birds network. That's small fry. 8,629. That's small fry. On this program, that's just chicken feed. But I think we're going to call it a day now for the first hangout. Don't forget, if you're watching this as a replay below the video, if the team do what I ask them to do, they might share this video on their own profile or what have you. Their sign-up link will be below. So when you click this, to join Webtalk, if it doesn't say Jim Watts, you don't have to worry. But there should be another link if everybody does what I ask them in the early birds to sign up for to register for the next webinar. Okay. So have a good weekend, and we'll see you for this particular occasion, we'll see you next Friday. And I'll hopefully get I'm going to invite some big boys in here, if they've got the time in the schedule for next week. And I think we'll be having a Zoom for the media center. I just wanted to quickly mention that. For this media center, I want to do a Zoom in the early birds tomorrow, 11 p.m. Brussels, like at the same time as this hangout, but that'll be in the early birds Facebook live for now, and we'll go over how to join this program and how to upload videos and where to find the menus and that's all this sort of stuff. So we'll cover this. I've had a lot of questions about this. This is hosted by the early birds. That's part of our programs, but it's free to join. It's just a lot of people are struggling about the menus, so I just wanted to have a walkthrough of this particular software. Okay, so have a good weekend, and then we'll see you all next Friday. I'll stop sharing, and then I'll